Gracias. Alright, here we go. So, even when we're doing the or side, even when it's greater than, we still have to break it down into how many answers? A what and a what? So, every time you will rewrite this to inequalities. You will rewrite it as x plus a is greater than b, or what? We have our positive. What comes next? So how would I write it, Alicia? Do we still flip our sign?
Yes.
Yes. Still flip your sign. So less than. I wrote it big. I got excited. X plus A is less than negative B. I got excited, guys.
Wait. Oh, no.
And we even said what we were writing. Crazy.
Is that okay?
Yes. Alright, so over here, would we still do the same thing?
Yes.
Would we still have two answers?
Yes.
Okay, how do we write the first one?
X plus A greater than or equal to B.
Okay, how do we write the second one, Reggie? Negative B. Fantastic. Flip the sign. Good job. So you still solve these the same way. Remember, the first step is what? What does it say, step 1? Isolate the absolute value. What does the word isolate mean? Get by itself. Okay? After we isolate, what do we do? Break it down to a positive and negative. So we're forgetting that part and we need to remember. Is everybody ready to open their flappy? Open the flappy. No, not the poppies. No. She does. She does. Alright, so make your absolute value sign a little more definitive. Now, is our absolute value by itself? No. What do we need to do first? Divide by what? Fantastic. Do we divide both sides or just one? Both. Divide both sides by 2. Now, did we divide by a positive 2 or a negative 2? So, do we flip our sign? No. So, yes. So bring it down as the absolute value of 3x plus 12 is greater than 3. Do we agree or disagree? Alright, Damien, tell me what to do from here. Nietzsche?
Bring down 12.
Just 12?
Yeah, but put it up on this.
Wait, you're missing a step. Before that, before we subtract it, what do we do?
3x plus 12.
No, you gotta break it down to positive.
Break it down to a positive and negative every single time. Y'all are forgetting that. You were on the next step. So you were right. We bring down the 12. But break it down into a positive and negative. Remember, we rewrite it every time. So we have 3x plus 12, Blair, is greater than 3. And I'm going to come down here and write 3x plus 12 is less than negative 3.
Okay.
Now, Michi, tell me what to do.
Bring down the 12 and put it up under negative 3.
Do I subtract it or do I add it?
Subtract it.
I subtract 12 from both sides. Do we agree or disagree? Alright, what's 3 minus 12? Negative 9. Now what am I going to do? Okay, so what is x greater than? Negative 3. I need to stop writing so big. So I have room. Alright, so that's our first one. What do we do on the next one? What do we do right here? Besides Reggie. But I love that you're rocking this. You subtract 12. Alright, and what is...
And then you divide by -3. 3.
And then I divide by 3? So what is x less than? Alright, now what do we need to do? Graph it. Alright, we're going to call this example 3, and I'm going to have to go to the next page because I'm out of room. Y'all ready to graph? Are we done writing? Need another minute? What is happening? Are y'all talking about video games? Are you talking about video games while we're having math class? It's recording.
When I compare, when you hear like a soccer game, you get a commentary. He says, I'm Matthew Twyla, and Alan.
What are you talking about?
You don't hear them?
The commentators when I'm watching soccer? Yes, because it's on TV.
Yeah, I'm saying. Never mind, yeah.
What is this conversation?
I'm just random commentating.
Alright, let's graph. So I'm out of room over here on 24C, so I'm going to 24D. If you are not out of room, great, and then call it example 3. Okay, so this is an OR graph. It said it at the top. It said it was an OR.
It says or.
Who are you hollering at like that?
I'm sorry, that was just a natural reaction. I didn't know it was.
Alright, so it says that it's an OR graph. So do OR graphs connect or go opposite ways? Opposite ways. So our graph should go opposite ways. Great OR means OR, children. Alright, so is 0 in between -3 and -5?
No.
No. So it's -3, -4, -5, -6, and if you don't remember your negatives, you have number lines on your desk or in your tower. Are we going to have open or closed circles, Austin? Open, fantastic. Where are we going to put our circles at Ariel? Alright, are we going to connect or go opposite ways, Nick? We just said it a second ago. Opposite ways, fantastic. Remember, OR is opposite ways. Great OR, go opposite ways.
Always.
Always. And it says x is greater than -3, correct? Greater than is this way. X is less than -5. Less than is that way.
So it's any and it's going to be on opposite ways.
And connects. Or opposite. Yep. Yes, we're going to do example 4. Alright, ready? You have a question? Pardon? Tomorrow. It's not tomorrow. Have I given you a study guide? Soon. Alright, ready? Alright, so now we're going to be greater than or equal to. Now, greater than is an OR. Greater or. So are they going to connect or go opposite ways? Opposite ways. Open this guy. Now, let's talk about this problem. So far, we've had problems that we have to isolate, that have stuff next to them, underneath them, or beside them. Is this guy by himself?
Yeah.
No, it's not. Because it has one.
But is that inside the absolute value or outside the absolute value? So is it by itself?
No.
Guys, is the absolute value by itself?
Oh.
Is there anything outside the absolute value other than this?
No.
No. So the absolute value is by itself. So since this guy is by itself, what do we do?
Give them the last positive.
What is that called? Break it down into the positive and negative. So we have x divided by 3 plus 1 is greater than or equal to 9. And x divided by 3 plus 1 is less than or equal to negative 9. So if it's by itself, you break it down. You don't do anything to it. Break it down into the positive and the negative. Is everybody with me? Are we sure? Okay. Let me move it up so we can all see. Ah, it's too far. Too far. Fantastic. All right, now, what is the first thing we need to do here? Minus 1. So it would be x divided by 3 is greater than or equal to what?
8.
So we subtracted 1. We minus 1 from both sides, and we got 8. Now what would we do besides Reggie and Bryn? And Alicia? How do we get rid of the fraction? Multiply by what? Okay, so if we multiply both sides by 3, what do we get? I'm going to write it in blue, pink. Besides Bryn. 24. Fantastic. Do we have to flip our sign? Why? We didn't multiply or divide by a. Fantastic. Alright, do we do the same thing here? So what do we do? Minus 1. What's negative 9 minus 1? That's multiplying. So you owe me $9 and you borrow 1 more. How much do you owe me? So that's negative, right? Okay? Now we'd multiply by 3. So x is less than or equal to negative 30.
I don't know. We're checks tomorrow, right?
Friday. So x is greater than or equal to 24, or x is less than or equal to negative 30. What do we need to do now that we have solved it? Wrap it. Is everybody ready? Almost. And then you're going to get your worksheet to practice to get excited.
Is that going to be homework too?
Yeah.
Oh.
Never.
More math.
It's on the schedule is up there.
Oh.
That's what he was looking at. Alright, let's graph. Alright, please call this graph example 4. Stop, we're doing math. Alright, so is 0 in the middle of 24 and negative 30?
Is. No.
Is 0 in the middle of positive 24 and negative 30?
Is.
Yes, guys, it is. Well, then have confidence in yourself. Then why'd you change your answer? That's not how it works. If everybody else is jumping off the cliff, are you going to do it? No.
Run off the cliff.
What? All right. Am I going to use open or closed circles? Okay. I was going to call on someone, but that's fine. That's fine. Jadani, are these going to connect or go opposite ways? Or opposite ways. Fantastic. Now, you need to keep your notebook out to do your assignment for today. You have 6 problems to work out, and they are and, or, and then your color in the zombie. So you have to, leave your notebook out. You have to show your work either on the back or on a separate piece of paper. You have to show your work. Does everybody understand? You also have to graph. So show your work and graph. And then I'll bring around cookies.